Good day everyone. So I want to do a couple of format changes on the channel. The first obviously being the addition of intros and outros like you can see here. And then of course the second one is going to relate to the poll that I sent out the other day. So I asked you guys, do you still like seeing C6R5 Kokomi and like generally units like those? And the majority of people said yeah, they're pretty much fine with the C6R5 units. So that sort of prompted me to think, well, how can we sort of change this on the channel? And I think the most obvious thing is um, by just putting up a big sign right there in the top left corner. If you can see it, it says F2P Friendly, and I think this might just make things a lot easier for people to follow. So if you guys know, I've got two accounts and both accounts have elements of like whaling and free to play like present in both. And I think when I sort of talk about topics and all sorts of things, it's sometimes difficult for people to recognize when what applies. It's difficult to know whether the numbers you're seeing on screen are typical or whether they are actually just whale numbers, and you'll never be able to relate to them. So you can tell me whether you like it or not, but you can see now at the top and right hand corner it says very clearly not F2P. So you know when you're listening to me talk about some random topic that what you're seeing in the background is purely just for entertainment. It's not there to be taken seriously, but if it says F2P friendly, then at least you can now take those numbers like seriously and perhaps think, well, are they useful to me? Are they not? Because I know a lot of people do want to sort of do a bit of like damage comparisons to say, well, is my Kokomi more or less in the ballpark or not? So obviously I'm just playing this video in the background. Tell me if you think it's distracting or if I need to put it in another place, and then certainly I will do so. I must say, I think doing this sort of format change will also help a lot of people because I'm going to mix footage from now on, just to be a bit more relatable to people. And of course, when we do the funky meme builds, I'll just sort of put something up there in the corner that says meme build. So you can see on screen, obviously, we've got the Cryo Yunjin, and obviously this is not a no one cares for. This is not a realistic build. This is just more for messing around in the spiral abyss or just getting some background footage. So you can just sort of look at this and think, whatever. No one really cares, but it's just there sometimes because you do get bored of just playing the same thing over and over again. And then I thought, well, sometimes in Genshin Impact we also have like special events where we get trial characters. And for instance, when Kazuo's rerun's going to come up, I'm definitely going to use some of the background footage here to talk about him. So it'll be quite nice to know, well, there's a trial character involved, so you can like appropriately judge like or set your expectations. And then finally, for the sort of solo showcases, I'll obviously just put up the sign right there. And yeah, guys, that is it for this video and the format changes. Here's the outro, and let me know what you think down below in the comments, whether this is good or bad. Cheers.